Now on 18 Eyewitness News.
Mineral Area College receives a $1 million grant. A man accused of exposing himself to children now has 12 new charges. Plus, we're going to visit this past weekend's festivals from around the 18 Eyewitness News area. All of these stories are coming up.
We saw some clouds this morning and some clouds this afternoon. In the between, we saw some sunshine. Will we see sunshine tomorrow? I'll let you know. Coming up in your Storm Tracker weather forecast.
Coverage you can count on. This is 18 Eyewitness News.
Hello everybody, and thanks for joining us. I'm Fred Dawkins, and here are the top stories that we're working on for you at this hour. Mineral Area College will receive a grant of around $1 million to provide industrial certified training programs in modern manufacturing. Vice President for College Affairs, Gil Kennan, outlines how MAC will use the grant.
We'll be able to focus on some advanced manufacturing programs and buy some equipment, recruit some students, and be able to develop some curriculums that manufacturing employers in the region really feel they need.
Kennan tells 18 Eyewitness News 9 of the state's two-year colleges worked together to apply for the federal job training funds. Because the grant is targeted at a special and specific population, he says only certain people can apply for the first 3 years.
We'll be identifying students maybe late summer, early fall, and the students that actually can qualify will be those dislocated workers or folks who meet some real specific criteria for this first 3-year period.
Kennan expects the first classes under the Mowin's manufacturing grant will be offered in fall of 2013. Well, now Dustin Kopp is here with a look at our weather. Dustin, looks kind of topsy-turvy from where I'm looking.
Good evening, Fred. Good evening, everybody. Looking at current conditions throughout southeast Missouri, we're seeing temperatures on the nice side. 74 in Festus and St. Genevieve. Ironton right now at 71, 74 in Piedmont and Van Buren, 73 in Ellington and Poplar Bluff right now at 73 degrees. Going through the evening hours, cloudy skies at 7 p.m., 73 degrees, 69 by 9. And by midnight, we could see some showers and thunderstorms in the area, temperature around 67. How low will it go tonight? Plus, will we see some rainfall for tomorrow? I'll let you know coming up in your Storm Tracker weather forecast.
A Park Hills man arrested in July on allegations of exposing himself is now facing more charges. 22-year-old Nicholas Jordan Hager now faces an additional 12 felony counts of exposing himself to a child. The new charges were reported by children who had stayed at Hager's home. When St. Francis County Prosecutor Jared Mahiran was in our 18 Eyewitness News studios, he told us the case against Hager is proceeding.
He, at this point, has several cases that are set for trial or have trial settings coming up very quickly. Now, he also has very serious felony cases, one of which I know has already been, the prelim has been waived. So it is now in front of Judge Pratt, and it will be on for a trial setting very soon.
Hager has waived his right to a preliminary hearing in 2 cases, both involving incidents this past July 20th. In the first, from Park Hills, he's charged with attempted enticement of a child, child kidnapping, and sexual misconduct. Now in the second, from Deloge, he's also charged with enticement of a child and misdemeanor sexual misconduct. A Catron, Missouri man will be back in court December 19th on charges of second-degree murder and armed criminal action. 40-year-old Charles Goforth was arrested in May after allegedly shooting his 20-year-old son Patrick in the head. According to testimony at his preliminary hearing, Charles Goforth was under the influence of bath salts at the time of the shooting. Goforth waived his formal arraignment last week before Judge Stephen Sharp, and a not guilty plea was entered for him. He remains behind bars on a $750,000 cash-only bond. Well, Piedmont's American Legion Post 281 will receive an honored guest next week. Post Commander Philip Baker tells us who's coming in for a visit.
We are actually having the department commander, which is the state commander of the American Legion out of Jefferson City, is going to come down to our post the first Thursday in November.
Baker tells 18 Eyewitness News that the commander is coming to recognize their 212% increase in membership over the last 12 months.
I seen him just the other day, and he set a date, and he promised me, he said, I will come down and visit your post because you are well deserving of it. And that's kind of unusual. I mean, he's got a good long drive to come down, and he's taken time out of his day to show us that he is appreciative of our last year's efforts.
Baker says they were able to increase membership at the post by reaching out to younger veterans to let them know what the Legion had been doing on their behalf. When we come back on 18 Eyewitness News, tour festivals in Piedmont, Ironton, and Lesterville. That's coming up only on 18 Eyewitness News.
When you're looking for quality home furnishings, appliances, and more, look no further than Heartland Furniture and Appliance. Heartland Furniture and Appliance offers great low prices every day with 90 days same as cash. Easy payment plans to fit your budget, no hassle leasing, and great customer service. With 3 locations to better serve you, the customers, in Donovan, Dexter, and Piedmont on both sides of Main Street. Heartland Furniture and Appliance, call 223-3200.
Let it wash you this morning. Oh, the blood of Jesus shed for me. What a sacrifice that saved my life. With the blood, it is my victory.
Take control of your future by enrolling at the Unitech Career Center. Discover a new career with Unitech's nursing programs or the opportunities with Unitech's sheet metal fabricating program, or turn your hobby into a career with Unitech's power sports equipment program. From electrical trades to automotive technology programs, the first step to a well-paying future starts at the Unitech Career Center, Raider Road in Bonne Terre. For adult information, call 358-3011. For high school information, call 358-2271.
You're watching 18 Eyewitness News with Fred Dawkins and Chief Weathercaster Dustin Kopp. 18 Eyewitness News continues.
Well, sunny skies and comfortable temperatures brought out the crowds to the festivals around the 18 Eyewitness News viewing area this past weekend. In Piedmont, the Ozark Heritage Festival featured a parade, a car show, carnival, logging competition, entertainment, and of course, great food. Now, among the highlights at the Fall Mountain Music Festival in the Arcadia Valley were a fiddle competition, clogging and contra dancing, and of course, great bluegrass, country, and gospel music. In Lesterville, the new Fall Festival Queen bears a resemblance to last year's. That's because 2011's retiring queen, Allison Savage, had the opportunity to crown her twin sister, Madison, as this year's Fall Queen. Now, both girls are juniors at Lesterville High, and their class took first place in booth and float scoring. Well, deer hunters should be on the lookout for sickly or emaciated animals. Missouri Department of Conservation agent Derek Gant tells 18 Eyewitness News that the deer could be suffering from a disease called blue tongue.
And it's also called EHD, which is an epizootic hemorrhagic disease. Disease is passed on from flies, midge flies. Fly bites a deer and it's passed like that.
Gant says EHD typically kills a deer in 1 to 3 days. He says the animals are often found by water trying to cool the fever brought on by the disease.
It cannot be spread through humans, and I definitely don't recommend anybody eating any sick wildlife. Basically, if a hunter, puts down a deer that's sick, we come out and look at it, possibly test it, and his tag will not count towards that harvest. The deer will be marked as unfit for consumption, and we will still allow that hunter to keep on hunting.
Gant notes because the disease is carried by flies and not transmitted animal to animal, so only one deer in a herd may be infected. The United Way of St. Francis County is looking for more than a few volunteers. The organization is beginning to recruit bell ringers for their annual holiday campaign. Executive Director Donna Hickman tells 18 Eyewitness News that she starts by contacting past bell ringers.
But we start with groups and businesses because they will take a full 8 hours, many of them, and ring an entire day, and that's such a tremendous help. And then we fill in with the groups that want to take a couple of hours, and then the individuals who will take an hour.
This year marks the 25th anniversary of bell ringing for the Salvation Army and the United Way in St. Francis County. And Donna says for some folks, it's a family tradition.
There are some families for whom this is a part of their Christmas tradition, and they will come and ring an entire Friday evening for 2 or 3 hours and sing and wear Santa hats and whatever they want to do, and they make it an event for their family. So we really encourage that as well.
More than 1,000 volunteers are needed to ring the bell at wishing well locations in Farmington, Bismarck, Leadington, and Park Hills. And still to come on 18 Eyewitness News, how going back to school can help kids back in shape. That's coming up on Your Health.
Warmer weather is sticking around for southeast Missouri, but we do also see some showers and thunderstorms on the horizon. I'll let you know about that coming up in your Storm Tracker weather forecast next. We'll be right back.
When someone comes in a Mineral Area's emergency department, our focus is giving them the best treatment in the quickest manner possible. We track every single patient, sending the doctors information before they even walk in the room. We have dedicated X-ray and CT equipment in our emergency department. We don't have to waste any time running all over the hospital. We know that minutes count in an emergency, and you can count on ER Plus at Mineral Area Regional Medical Center.
Now, here's your Storm Tracker 18 weather forecast with Chief Weathercaster Dustin Kopp.
And welcome back. Let's take a look at weather headlines for southeast Missouri. Some showers and thunderstorms are possible for tonight, lasting through at least the morning hours tomorrow. Then we'll start clearing out. The warm weather is going to continue to stick around at least until Friday, and it looks like part of the weekend we will see some moisture as well. Here in southeast Missouri, it's nice out there. 74 in Festus and St. Genevieve, Fredericktown the same. 72 in Cape Girardeau, Piedmont 74, 71 in Ironton, Ellington 73, as well as in Poplar Bluff. It's 75 and cloudy right now here at the KDKZ Studios, and it feels like 75 out there. Current dew point 56, 51% humidity, and a south wind at 13 miles per hour. Going through the day tomorrow, we're going to start the day off with possibly some showers and thunderstorms throughout southeast Missouri. Then we'll start seeing the sun move into the area late in the day, morning hours, and then early in the afternoon. That's when we should start seeing the sunshine return. Cloudy skies for tonight with some showers and thunderstorms likely. 60 for your overnight low, 59 in Potosi, 57 up in Festus, 59 in Piedmont, down in Poplar Bluff, 57. Then for tomorrow, showers and thunderstorms early in the day, then clearing out. 80 degrees for your daytime high, 80 in St. Genevieve and Fredericktown, 81 from Festus through Ironton and Potosi, Ellington as well. Van Buren 81 and 81 in Piedmont. The next several days are looking like this throughout southeast Missouri. On Wednesday, plenty of sunshine, 81, 80 and sunny on Thursday. Then some showers and thunderstorms on Friday with a high around 61, much cooler on Saturdays, 52 and showers and thunderstorms possible. Mainly rainfall, but don't rule out a thunderstorm. And then on Sunday, 55 and mostly sunny. Then on Monday, sunshine continues. Look at that. It's going to be a chilly one, 47 degrees. Now look at a weekend forecast here in southeast Missouri. Partly cloudy skies. On Saturday, cloudy skies, maybe a shower or two. We will see a high around 52 degrees. Then on Sunday, mostly sunny, high around 55 and a low of 33. Cooler weather is on the way for southeast Missouri, so bundle up after the weekend. Let's check your Storm Tracker weather forecast. More details located at KDKZ18.com. Just click on the weather tab. Fred, back to you.
When you sent your child back to school, you'll be glad to know that your son or daughter may not only be getting smarter at school, but healthier too. Studies are showing that many kids actually gain weight during the summer months, and in many ways, it's school that helps get them back on a healthy track. With the details, here's Clark Powell.
Like most kids, it takes Marie Chase a while to get back into the routine of school. Her mom says a summer full of good times may have led to a few bad habits.
It's really easy to slip into sleeping in late and not getting outside because it's too hot, or maybe eating junk food.
They can be tough habits to break. In fact, studies show that young children especially gain weight twice as fast during the summer months. But when school starts, that starts to change.
The key is to get kids on a schedule. When you get kids on a schedule, they're more likely to eat and sleep and get physical activity on a regular basis.
Karen Bakes is a registered dietitian with the American Dairy Association. She says the structure that comes with school provides benefits most kids and parents don't realize. First, in the cafeteria, new guidelines this fall require schools to offer healthier foods.
The focus really will be on those nutrient-rich foods that kids need to grow strong, grow tall, and perform in the classroom, including low-fat, fat-free dairy products, more fresh fruits, more fresh vegetables.
Getting to bed earlier is another way school keeps kids healthy. Studies show the more you sleep, the less likely you are to overeat. Then there's exercise. Only about half of all high schoolers play organized sports, but through free events like the Fuel Up to Play 60 program, 36 million kids not only learn proper nutrition, but now get daily exercise they might not otherwise get.
Getting a couple kids excited about something and it can take off and excite a whole classroom. And I think this is a great time to use the positive effect of peer pressure.
In Columbus, Ohio, this is Clark Powell reporting.
Experts say another way school can keep kids healthy is that they are more likely to eat breakfast during the school year than in summer. Eating breakfast helps control appetites and regulates metabolism. Coming up in today's Your Life segment on 18 Eyewitness News, marriage can be very fragile. A sobering story today on how resilient it really can be, as well as today's focus on the family.
Having a fun Halloween doesn't have to frighten the family finances. What you need is some tips to save, and they're just ahead on Money Talks News. I'm bobblehead Barack Obama, and I approve that news story.
Your health is brought to you by Parkland Health Mart Pharmacy. Parkland Health Mart Pharmacy of Deloge. We're caring for you and about you is our business. From taking time to explain your medication, offering a caring touch, to a full line of medical equipment, supplies, and diabetic shoes. We'll help you understand your options and assist you with Medicare drug plan enrollment with a comfortable waiting area, convenient drive-through or free delivery. Caring for our neighbors is our business. Your locally owned Parkland Health Mart Pharmacy just off of Highway 67 at the Deloge exit. When you're recovering from a traumatic injury, the last thing you need is an unexpected bill. Because most health insurers pay only a part of air transport, Archer Medical has a solution, the Omni Advantage program. For a membership fee of $49 per year, Omni Advantage guarantees you and other covered family members will not have to pay anything that your health insurer doesn't provide. In an extraordinary emergency, the last thing you need to worry about is cost. Contact Archer Medical or visit them on the web to discover all the advantages of Omni Advantage.
For better or for worse, what happens when it seems like there's nothing left but the worst? Dr. Bill Meyer talks to a couple today who know all about it on this edition of Focus on the Family.
It is excruciating. It's the worst kind of betrayal that I think I could ever go through.
We ended up getting a little too close to each other and, just put myself in a bad situation.
Chris and Carrie are talking about the affair he had that nearly destroyed their marriage. Yet they just celebrated their 10th wedding anniversary by renewing their vows. That's not what most people would expect after a spouse is cheated.
For me, it wasn't about running. That would have been the easy way out, to not have to worry about it, not have to deal with him, deal with what happened, the rejection I felt.
It would have been easier just to run away from it. I wouldn't have had to face my complete lack of integrity or character. You know, the pain that I caused somebody, someone that I loved.
So what did keep Chris and Carrie together?
It's just like the vows say, for better or for worse. We went through a worse time, and it's choosing, no matter what you do, no matter what your attitude is when you wake up in the morning, I choose to love you.
An ironclad commitment is absolutely essential to long-term marriage, because you're saying to this other person, I love you so much that I will stick with you no matter what. If you think that marriage is temporary, then the slightest little pitfall will send you straight to the divorce court.
Of course, in this case, Chris's affair wasn't a little pitfall. It was the biggest challenge a marriage can face. His genuine remorse and determination to change were essential to saving their marriage. That, along with professional counseling. But their story demonstrates that no matter how big the problem is, commitment to each other is the key.
She's been incredible. She's been loving, she's been forgiving, and not to give up on our marriage and to give up on me.
We choose to love each other. We choose to walk this life together. Whatever happens tomorrow, we can face it together.
For Focus on the Family, I'm Dr. Bill Meyer.
For more valuable information on life's issues, relationships, and family, visit our website, KDKZ18.com, and click on Focus on the Family. The average American family spends almost $200 on Halloween. Now that includes costumes, candy, decorations, almost $6 billion according to the National Retail Federation. But you don't have to scare your wallet to look your worst. Our Undead Money reporter has some treats for a frugal fight.
According to the National Retail Federation, this year Americans will spend about $80 on Halloween decorations, costumes, and candy. That's up from $72 last year. But if you don't have money to burn this year, don't worry about it. There are plenty of ways that you can save on Halloween. Step one, let's ask an expert what the most popular costumes are for this year.
The hottest costumes this year are from the TV show Game of Thrones. We have costumes from the movie Batman, the movie Thor, Spider-Man, and of course with it being an election year, we also have a lot of interest in political.
Now, start thinking of how you can make those costumes from stuff you can find at home or in thrift stores or maybe at garage sales. It's not hard to improvise. Another idea? Use costumes cheap on Craigslist or eBay, or maybe a free one at FreeCycle. Need green skin, bloody scabs, and hairy warts? Try cornstarch, syrup, shortening, food color, and gelatin. A fraction of the cost of expensive makeup, and you can find instructions online. Styrofoam, cardboard, plastic milk bottles, solid color sweatsuits, and your imagination could bring everything together. A few cotton balls for 3 cents makes a spider web that could cost $3 at a store.
Bottom line, if you don't have a lot of money for Halloween, don't have a cow, man. There's plenty of tips to save, and we can help you. Just go to MoneyTalksNews.com and do a search for Halloween. For Money Talks News, I'm Bart Simpson.
And as Stacy said, he's got a lot of information and links at his website. To get there, just go to our website at KDKZ18.com and click on the Money Talks link under the Lifestyles menu.
And coming up in sports, we're going to have a wrap-up of the last regular season games under the Friday night lights. The Cardinals and the Giants play for the National League crown tonight, and Green Bay's Aaron Rodgers look.
Attention, Accutane warning. If you have Crohn's disease, ulcerative colitis, or inflammatory bowel disease, it may have been caused by the acne drug Accutane. Accutane victims have recently been awarded millions of dollars. Do not delay. There are time deadlines to file a claim.
Call the Rely On Group now to be connected with an experienced attorney. There is absolutely no risk on your part. You don't owe us a penny unless we are successful.
Call the Rely On Group at 800-698-3105.
If you have diabetes and you're on Medicare, call now to get the new talking meter. These new meters are more accurate, they're easier to use, and the best news is you don't have to prick your fingers anymore. Arriva makes it simple. They bill Medicare directly. There are no upfront costs. And they deliver your supplies right to your door for free.
For more information, call 1. This is Sports Zone, only on 18 Eyewitness News.
In their last regular season game, the Black Knights revved up their defense as Farmington crushed the Afton Cougars on Friday night, a final of 54-14. Fredericktown battled conference co-champion North County, but but lost a tough game 35-34. Other games of interest included Park Hills Central taming the Bowling Green Bobcats 60-7. DeSoto beat out Potosi 42-28. St. Genevieve edged Caruthersville a final of 21-20, and Chaminade beat out Poplar Bluff in double overtime 14-7 the final. Tune in tomorrow for a complete rundown of the first round of district playoffs. And another action this weekend. After San Francisco pitching silenced St. Louis's bats for 2 straight games, the Giants and the Cards play Game 7 of the NLCS tonight. And Green Bay's Aaron Rodgers showed why he was last year's league MVP when the Packers beat out the Rams on Sunday 30-20. And that's the day in sports. Fred and Dustin, guys, it's back to you.
Thanks a lot, Aaron. Let's take a quick check at that forecast once again. We've got a chance of showers and thunderstorms moving in for late tonight into the early morning hours tomorrow. Maybe a shower thunderstorm tomorrow morning. Otherwise, we'll start clearing out. 80 degrees on your Tuesday, 81 and sunny on Wednesday, 80 and sunny on Thursday. Then another round of showers and thunderstorms on Friday, high of 61, 52, much cooler on Saturday. Showers in the area. Then back to sunshine Sunday and Monday, 55 on Sunday. And then we're in the 40s for your day on Monday. That's checking your Storm Tracker weather forecast, and you get the latest details on that, plus your local news and sports 24 hours a day, 7 days a week at our website, KDKZ18.com. We hope you have a good evening. News Watch is next. We'll see you tonight at 10.
Do you see news happening in your neighborhood? Email us at news@kdkz.tv.